So we are going to be starting a new shop update. I know, again, I got a lot that I got to do this year, so I got to keep on going. But the first one I'm doing is actually going to be Valentine's Day. So I'm actually going to be doing my little characters for this one. So my 12 animal characters, which we have a hedgehog, a greyhound, a bat, a cat. I have a raptor, a stegosaurus, a Garudamimus, a pterodactyl, a Periton, a Phoenix, a Dragon, and a Corinne. So I made two different versions of this because I could not decide what I actually wanted to do, because I have three styles, which I have a regular one, which I use all the time. I have a minis one, which is pretty normal in my store, and then I have a cutesy one, which is more for like my mutations comic because of the way I draw the animals. So I decided to stick with the cutesy and the minis for this because I couldn't decide which one, and I thought it would work really well for both. So this is the cutesy one. So I have all of them here. So they're all one big drawing, which is how I actually do them together, was like this. And then I also managed to break them down per section. So that way I could actually use different, like make different design situations with just the grouping itself. So that is the cutesies. And then for the minis, so this is all of them together. Right here, again, very cute, I know. So same thing. So we have just them. Just them. And just them. So minutes ago, I was going to make them into stickers and magnets like how I normally do. But as I was doing it, I kind of realized this is not going to work, because I started with Cricut first and I printed them off, and then I'm like, Cricut is way too small and it looks really bad because it's like really like fuzzy and stuff. So I was like, okay, Cricut's not going to work. So then I just started using Google Docs, which is, you know, a mistake. But I was like, at least I could get the pictures bigger, but I'm still like, this isn't going to work, especially with me wanting to get as much stuff on one page as possible. And you know how it has the margins and stuff, and it's just very annoying. So I'm like, these aren't going to work. So I'm just not doing stickers and magnets this time. It's just the way it's going to be, which is fine. Because I'll have them all individually as their own stickers and magnets at some point anyway. Like, I already have 3 of them up as their own stickers and magnets with the minis. So it's okay. But I think, because this one's actually going to be like a super simple update, is I'm thinking of doing a journal, crew necks, t-shirt, and I think that was it. I could probably do a puzzle. But I think, oh, I could also do bags, I suppose, too. And do them double-sided. That's all I really have. I'm thinking about putting like Team Minis or Team Cutesy on the back or something. I don't know if I should just yet, just because these are new and no one's really gonna know what they are. But I was gonna do that just because it's like all that stuff is, you know, flat, it's big, it's blocky. So it could work for those designs because they'll cover up like a good amount of space. So that's why I want to do them. So that's why I'm like, this shop update is gonna be, should be relatively super quick for me to do, because it's like I don't really have a lot going on. So that is the plan. But already have them on my laptop, so they're all ready to go. I have them with the full image and then broken into individual images, so it's all ready to go. But yeah, so I wanted to do the Valentine's one and just get it out now, pretty much, just so that way it was available. And just start adding more of that kind of stuff onto here, like I need to. Then let's see. Yeah, I don't know. That's just where I'm at though. So I get started on that. But I need to make a list. What else I gotta do is chat just to, I mean, do I? Maybe for the title. I don't know if I kind of do. I like some of the stuff it gives me, it spits out. So I guess I will end up using chat just to kind of, it's just to optimize my listings for the best chance possible to get noticed and stuff. That's the reason why I'm doing it. But that's what we'll be doing. So I'm excited. I think they're going to turn out really well. And they're going to be cute. People can have a choice of what they want. Why not? So we are going to get started on that. So I gave chat the main picture and just asked it for a title, hashtags, and a little bit of a blurb just to kind of see what's going on. Love is a battlefield. Oh, that is hilarious. Heart's teeth. Oh my gosh. Heart's teeth and tenderness. That is gonna be the one. That is the winner. I love it. I love that so much. Love is not one shape, color, rule. Fierce, fragile, playful, painful. Clash, clean, guard, and grieve. Okay, interesting. So I might change that because it is for Valentine's Day. So it's actually kind of cool that some of this does relate to Valentine's Day in a way. Even if it's not like explicit, which is nice. But the banner I made does say Valentine's Day on it. It's just like Happy Valentine's Day. It's just not super obvious. So it's kind of interesting. And then we got the hashtags in here, which is nice. Just for me to take a few of them that I made. And then I'll probably do like Valentine's Day, kind of some other stuff on there as well. And then it's just like explaining why this works. I also did it for the minis version, so I did the same thing. What love costs, weight we carry held together by the things given. Meh. Oh, it's not even giving me the correct title. Ooh. Okay. I might have to mess around with some of the previous previous things I've made and just kind of switch it around as need be. And then maybe that could be kind of like the main, like part of the description pretty much for the title part, and then kind of going on to like the blurb or something. So love asks for pieces of us. Some we offer willingly, surrender slowly, some take without permission. Each creature carries a heart stitched, guarded, cracked, or bleeding, shaped by how they have learned to love and survive. Okay, interesting. Again, so we'll see. Again, I might change it a little bit, and then also some more hashtags. So not too bad. So I got some stuff I can work with, and again, I will change it to meet my needs. So the next step is now to just, well, I already did my list as well of a few items that were just work well for these blocky kind of things. So I'm literally just doing those, and then that is it. So that's why I'm like, this should be really quick, and I should be able to get it up pretty much right away. And then I can start posting about it, which is fantastic. And then, we'll go from there. So yeah, I need to copy down what I want to include and then pretty much just go ahead and start. So the good news, I'm moving right along. If you happen to hear fireworks, it is New Year's Day now that I'm recording this. It's 12:41 in the morning. So just celebrate New Year's. Woo, so exciting. I think at this point, we're just kind of hoping it'll get a little bit better. So we'll see. I'm hoping maybe this will be my year. I don't know. I don't know. All I can do is keep going. But I'm moving along. So I only have 1, 2, 3, only 5 things I'm doing for this because it's just the way I did them, it's not working. So look, I was gonna do notebooks, but one of them, the QT version, fit perfectly with the notebook because it was long and like wide enough. The minis version is only wide. It's not long enough. So it just looks really funny. And I want both of them to have both options. So you can pick one over the other. So we have t-shirts, crew necks, tote bags, pillow covers, and puzzles. So the puzzle is going to be front and back of just like the regular QT drawing I did. Same thing with the pillow covers. So they're reversible. Or at least the pillow cover is reversible. The puzzle is just the puzzle. The tote bag, I did all 3 of the cut up versions. So I didn't do like the full drawing because again, it's just not going to work right because it's not, one doesn't work, the other one does. So, which it's still kind of funny because the dinosaurs don't work like the cutesy one because I have Syl, my pterodactyl. Her wing is pointed up. So there's like so much like negative, I think it's negative space is sitting there. So it just looks really funny. But that's just the way I did her. And I'm like, it's fine. I can always change it next year or whatever if I choose to. And then the crew necks, I'm doing all 8 versions. and so did the t-shirts. So I thought we could go through the crew necks really quick together, so I can show you what I'm talking about, and then I'll try and show you the rest of what I've done as well. Alright, I do have a movie going on. It is paused, so that way I can kind of talk about this. So every now and then I'm going to stop to like start it and stop it again, just so it doesn't die, go out on me. But so you can kind of see, I got all the t-shirts and stuff done. So the t-shirts and crew necks are like the exact same. So when you see one, you see the other one. You'll see what I mean. Now for pillow covers, let me see if it'll just pop up for me. Come on. Is it going to? Okay. So, come on now. Work for me. So, here's the pillow cover. Alright, well here's the pillow cover design with the cutesy version, so that way when it's nice and fluffy, it'll take care of everything. This is the minis version. So again, I know it's off, but it's because of Aerith's tail. So that's why it looks like this. But there's that. Here's the chibi puzzle. So that's what that looks like. So again, it's the same thing as a shirt. Or not the shirt, the pillow cover. This is the puzzle version for the cutesy version. So this one you can see fills in very nicely because it is long. So it fills it great. And then we have the tote bag. Alright, so this is where I had to cut it up again. So here's the cutesy, like, normal version. The chibi normals. Chibi, whatever it is. I don't know. This is a dinosaur version, the cutesy one, so you can kind of see what I mean with her wing and how there's like so much just negative space, but again, I can't do anything about it, so well. The cutesy one, again, I know they're off, but it's because of his tail, but it still works. That's what I'm saying, like I was going through these really quick because they weren't difficult, which is nice. And and this is the cutesy miss. So again, fills that in nice. And then here's the chibi, which it fills it okay. It's this down here. But because this is longer, I mean, I might be able to. Let me see. Okay. But there's those. So let's go ahead and do the crew necks, because they're really simple. Alright, so for the crew neck, let me delete all this that we don't need. And here, I'm doing like really plain colors because it's just, because there's so much color already. It's just like having just a white, a gray, and a black works really well. I did blue for the shirt, but it was like a darker blue. And this is like a blue jean, which is a little too light for what I would like to have for them. So... is that... Let's see. I guess that works. Like, I feel like, because I personally don't like things this big, but I know some people do, so that actually kind of works for them with doing that. So now, I'm going to go through really quick and do the rest of them, because I have 7 more of these that, well, actually super quick. I'm not doing anything for the back, because it's just the front's more important. But what I was doing here for the title, OMG. So for the title, I kind of had something going on here and just changed little bits of it as needed. Okay, so this is everybody. So cuties, groupings, mythical. I'm gonna go dinosaur for here. Just so I can kind of get like mythical creature, animal, and dinosaur all in the same thing. And then, okay, so yeah, that works for keeping the crew neck on there. Okay, and then we're gonna save. So now I will go through and do the other 7 because this is going to take a few minutes, and then we'll come back for the little extra bits. Alright, so at this point, I am done pretty much with everything. I just have the thumbnail, the banner left, and that is it. And then I'm done. I got everything on Shopify, everything on Etsy, and a couple things on Pinterest. Etsy and Pinterest only got the crew necks, so it's 8 posts, which still took a while. That's all that they got. So I'll show you at the end when all this is done, but everything is done. Shipping is done, like the details, the whatever they're called. Oh no, whatever the word is. They're in their proper shipping areas that they need to be. If you hear any walking outside, like crunching of leaves, there's a cat outside. That's what that is. I thought it was a squirrel, but it was a little too big to be a squirrel, so it's a cat. But I got that done. Descriptions are done. Titles are done. Everything is done. I guess he's stalking something. That's what it looks like. So now left is just the banner, and then we will get the banner up, and then it's official. So at least I'm ahead on February for Valentine's Day, which is what I want. I'm gonna try and be as ahead as possible, just so it's out there. So if people start looking earlier, they just start looking at stuff. Maybe it'll come up. I have no idea. But either way, it is there. So let's make this quick I keep calling it a thumbnail, so I have to make one, but this quick banner. And then I'll show you the final result. It's nothing special. Don't get your hopes up, but I'll just show you what it all looks like when we're done with this. I just got the blank canvas here. So obviously I gotta have both, but they're gonna have to be smaller. Because again, it's gonna cut off and they might need to be brought in more. That's the other problem. Nope. I guess it'll have to, I'm gonna hope, I mean, it might still end up cutting, ugh, this is gonna be annoying. Well, I guess they're the minis, so it's fine. Hopefully that's enough. It's not gonna affect anything. I don't know, so let's make some text. Go Valentine. I think I'm just gonna put Valentines is up, maybe. Valentines up. Exclamation. Oh, I need to bring this here. Oh, we're gonna have to fix that a little bit. How do I want to do this? I guess that's fine to do it that way. I probably should make the lettering red. Yeah, I'll make it red. Style there. Okay. So there's that. So again, it's nothing super crazy, but it's just enough to have something going. So we're going to do red again. And I think I'm going to put on my airbrush that I have. It looks kind of weird. Maybe I should do that. Let's see. I guess that kind of makes sense to do it that way. But then for the rest, ew. All right, you might have to go regular for this one. No. That's too small. Let's see. Okay. That's too big for them though. Ugh. I guess that's fine. I've never drawn hearts like this, but not gonna lie, it's actually kind of working. Somewhat. I don't know. I feel like it kind of makes sense just to add a little bit because it is Valentine's Day and normally you associate it with like hearts or roses or something, so why not? I don't know. I mean, honestly, that's fine just for being like a little banner. So that is now done. So we are now going to get it up on the site and then I will show you everything that is up. All right, let's get this over with. So now it is time for the banner, which will be good. Oh. All right, so we got to change this one because I don't need this one anymore. And then I will have to change the click here to the fantasy one. No, seasonal, not fantasy, seasonal collection. So that way it goes straight to it because since they're the newer ones, they'll be first immediately. Which will make my life a lot easier because that way when you click on it, you just go straight to it. Which is super nice. So that way these next couple of drops I'm doing, I'm pretty sure they're all going to be in a different collection overall, so they won't overlap one another, which is nice. But I'm only going to do up to 5 slides on here on this one. So that means that when I get done with the 5 and I make a next one, and I'll switch it out with Arlith. And then we'll just keep on switching them out as need be. I think it kind of makes sense. Now, if 2 of them overlap in the same collection, like, it'll still take you there, but obviously the newest one will just be up first. That's just the way it's going to have to be, but that's okay. It will work either way. That's just kind of the plan for now, but yeah, I think so far the next couple drops have nothing to do with one another. So they're all different, which will be wonderful. And make it a lot easier to kind of showcase that particular one, especially if people want a very specific design. Then that way it can be showcased. So I need this one. I'm hoping that this works. But I guess we'll find out. Or at least like works enough that it's not like super cut off. But it could be cut off. It is not. What? Maybe just a little bit. But honestly, that's fine because the majority of what needs to be there is there. I am okay with that. That is not what I wanted. Well, shit. What is that? Oh, that was dumb. Ugh, damn it. Oh, here we go. Messing things up. Oh, I just wanted to change thingy. I didn't want to do all this. Oh, the joys. OMG. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to get a new laptop. Like, this one works, but it's just, it's so slow. It's starting to get like really irritating because it's like happening more and more, and like I keep checking and there's no update for it, but it needs to be updated because of how slow it's being. Like, to be fair, I've had this laptop for I think like 7 years or so at this point, but I'm just sitting here and I'm like, OMG, like I'm being forced now to have to go buy a laptop. All right, so I just went to the regular website now just to do this. All right, so there, that's what it's supposed to do, is just pull it up. Why are you not focusing? Okay, so we got pillowcase, you got your crew necks. If it wants to load. All right, pillowcase, crew necks, more crew necks. I have 8 of these along with shirts, but at least you get like each of the designs going on. And then you got t-shirts for the summer when it starts getting warm, and more shirts. I got puzzles, bags, and that's pretty much it. So this was like a smaller update, which is fine. Like, I got this done in 2 days. I'm happy with it. I just want to do something just a little bit for Valentine's Day. I wasn't expecting anything huge to happen. But that is that. So now for Pinterest. All right, and this is Pinterest. So I just did the crew necks on here. I figured they might be slightly more popular, so that's just those. These are on my personal board that I have, not like, because I have several boards of like other people's stuff, but this is my personal stuff of my art with like the website linked and everything, and like there's Arliss stuff because I did some of his things as well. So there is that. And for Etsy, And then here's Etsy stuff again. It's just the shirts. Nothing crazy. Just shirts. And I think that's, yeah. So that's it for that. So again, nothing crazy. I'm just glad that I was able to get my first shop update on the January 1st. So that's fantastic. And way ahead of Valentine's Day, which is even better. Just so I'm prepared, because again, I have a lot of updates I want to do, and a lot of it is either seasonal themed or it's gonna be holiday themed. I don't know what the next holiday I'm gonna do is. Obviously it'll be, you know, Halloween and Christmas again, but in between I might do Easter. I'm not sure what I want to do. I guess I could do like an Easter icon with them, I suppose. That might be into what's happening. That should be actually kind of fun, but that'll be eventually down the road, because I got other stuff I'm working on at the same time. So yeah, I'm just glad it's done. It just feels good to be actually like, this is the quickest update I've ever done. Part of it is because of the laptop, because it takes forever at times, and it's just, part of it's because it's old, but I'm also like, bro, you gotta work with me here, and it's not. So, but yay, it's done. So yeah, my little dudes, I'm trying to get them, make them like draw them more to get them out there a little more. Again, I don't know if anyone's gonna be interested, but they're there. I have something seasonal and Valentine related. On top of that, it's also my personal characters, which I'm trying to get out. So I hit 2 birds with 1 stone, I suppose, which feels good. So with that, I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one for our next project. Bye.